This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal summer sleigh for absolutely anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please.
Find exactly what you're booking for, Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or on the app.
I just ordered Chick-fil-A for lunch, and they just forgot my food. So I had to eat mayonnaise, half a mayonnaise lunch. It's funny for me.
Yeah, for you it's hilarious. It's fucking...
Welcome to your favorite podcast. It's Full Coverage with your host, Laura Lee, and...
Manny MUA. Hi, you guys.
We're back on your favorite couch.
It's also my favorite couch, so we are so glad to be back sitting on this beautiful couch.
Coma corner that you're sitting in here.
Baby.
Because we always say if you get the sweet spot corner here, you will be falling asleep. So it's called coma corner.
It's the truth, though. It's like, because it almost envelops you.
It does.
And like when we watch Drag Race on Fridays, like I feel like, because I will usually be sitting here every Friday.
Yes.
And I'm like watching and I'm like this.
Ooh, gotta be careful about that
trying
coma
to survive.
corner.
If I didn't have energy drinks constantly, what would I do? Probably have a better health.
Your health would probably be better.
You know what? My health would probably be increased, I would say.
Yes. A lot of you guys asked, where's this couch from? And I got some bad news. The reason you like it is because you have really expensive taste. That's the good news, okay? That's the good news.
There is a silver lining.
It is expensive.
It's from Restoration, right?
Yeah, it's the cloud couch. So you're looking at it, honey. And I'm glad.
This is the cloud.
I'm glad we're able to monetize the couch now since you guys love it.
So you can write it off.
We didn't write it. We already paid for it. It's not written off, but... You know, at least
it's worth it.
At least we're getting.
You got the use out of it.
Yeah, we're getting the use.
Your investment has been invested.
100%.
Remember the last couch? I don't even want to talk about it.
Wait, you haven't?
No, the one before. That one's slay. The one before this one. Remember the we're like, I think we need you guys to get the cloud.
Yeah, okay. Don't you love my friends? They're like, hey, Laura, listen, because I brought the crowd. This is the thing. I bought the cloud couch dupe because a fucking influencer tricked me.
It was a lie.
It was a lie. They sold me on it. They were like, this company makes the best cloud couch dupes. Da, 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 da. And I was like, absolutely, because I don't want to pay for the cloud couch. No. It's too expensive. And I was like, I love the way it looks. So I ordered this. It was still thousands because it's a really big couch.
Basically half the
price.
Literally.
Half the price. Horrible couch. Most uncomfortable couch ever. It was just bad. And it wasn't even like luxury. Like whenever you sat on it, it was definitely like, it cost too much for what it was is the problem. So I paid for that couch and then turn around and buy the cloud couch too. So I bought two couches.
I was so funny because Laura was like, I'm going to have this fucking couch for at least a year. God damn it. I'm going to get my fucking use out of it.
I had it for 4 years, I think.
No, I know, but in the beginning, you're like, I'm going to at least have it for a year.
Because I was pissed instantly.
Yeah, you're pissed.
I was instantly mad.
I need it. You're like, I need it to stay for at least a year. Da, da, da. And remember when we would sit down and be like,
I'll be like, so when you get in the cloud couch?
So when is like the next couch coming? That would literally be.
I know. Every time Ty's parents would come visit, they'd be like, God, this couch is bad. Oh. Yeah, they're like,
fucking back and blow.
It was a bad couch, guys. It was bad.
Ooh, it's funny when you get into the couch world. That's a really scary world. The couch world is spooky.
Spooky.
It gets a little real. You guys, today's topic, I'm obsessed with today's, like, what we're doing. We're doing another top 10 cringy freaking things we get annoyed by that influencers do, or just like things in general that we're just like, girl, you're pissing us off.
Yeah, I love that.
Baby, you're pissing us off. The title, you're pissing us off.
I would love to keep these opinions to myself, but I have a podcast, so let's get spicy. These are the things
that's what it's for. Yeah, that's what podcasts are for. It's for the tea.
I just want to be like a pretty blogger girl and like not be manic, but I'm going to read some bitches to fill today.
See, in your mind, you're a pretty blogger girl. Like, that's just like, oh my God.
I'm like quiet and demure.
And demure, yes. But in reality.
Honey, I'm like, let me tell you what pisses me off today. I'm feral.
Yes. And it's okay to be feral girly too.
I know. And I don't have a choice.
No. You really have an option.
It seeps out. Whenever I act right for too long, it seeps out.
I'll look at her like this.
Yep, it's time.
When's
I'm
it coming?
activating.
When's it coming out?
At least my career hasn't been boring.
Oh no!
I have been feeding.
If there's been anything that it's not been,
Boring
is not one of them.
I've never bored
Boring
the girlies.
is not one of them. I was like, with the things you've experienced.
I've never bored the girlies.
No.
Let's start with peaks and pits, Miss
Yes,
Manous.
of course. So my peak is actually Memorial Day weekend was last weekend when you guys are watching, and we ended up coming over on Sunday. I came over, and we had like a cute little like pool day here, and it was so cute and so fun. And we did like a little ping pong. I beat Tyler. It was so sickening. Felt correct. He goes, I can't stand. And it was just really fun. It was like a nice day. We had pizza and wings, and like it was just so cute. And I really just enjoyed like the chill atmosphere and the chill vibes in the pool.
First time we used our pool this year.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been fucking cold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever get
And you heated the pool, so it was literally, it felt like when I went into the pool, it felt like I was not in a pool.
Guys, you gotta heat your pool.
What the fuck?
You know what? Let me stop there. I caught myself. You gotta hear.
Laura, you look at me so fierce. You guys have to hear. First of all, what if no one has a pool? What the hell?
Damn. I was like, guys, you got your pulse to 90 is what I was going to say. I was like, 90 is the perfect tip. 90 is the perfect tip. That's then I was like, oh.
Wait.
They're like, bitch, if you don't come back down to earth.
If you don't shut the fuck up.
Listen. There's got to be a handful of people out there that got them heated pools.
I'm sure there's a couple out there. For sure. My parents have a pool. I don't know if it's necessarily heated, but they have a pool.
There you go.
I actually think that like a lot, because we live in Southern California, so in SoCal, I think pools are super common.
Yes.
And they're like honestly in a lot of houses, and it makes a lot of the property value go up. So pools are much more common in Southern California than they would be like, let's say,
definitely
in random spots.
Where I grew up in Alabama, no one had a pool. A couple of people would have the above grounders, but never when we were little, like above ground pools. They're pretty big in their backyard. Wait, like the one that, it's like a big circle, like huge. Yep. Okay, yeah. A lot of people would have that. Randomly, very rarely, someone would have a built-in pool. It was rare. And then for us growing up, my mom always went to Walmart and like bought those like $10 like pop-up pools. Yeah, the kiddie ones, and loved it. Playing in the backyard. So my inner child would be real fucking pissed to find out that I never get in my pool.
Oh, devastated.
Yeah, devastated. So I got to use that more to heal my inner child. But
plus it's also like pools are expensive to upkeep. That's the thing. They're like a money pit in a weird way.
You know, me and Ty were literally like, if we get another house, should we not do a pool?
Really?
Yeah, but every house in California has a pool.
Literally, mine doesn't, but like it was a rare to not. And I literally
yours doesn't. You're right.
No, I don't. But it's funny because like even when people are doing. Like if you're like getting a house or whatever, they're like, do you want a pool or not? Like it's very common here. So they're literally like, you have to tell us now because a lot of places do have pools and some do not. A lot of them don't. Yeah,
pools are really, really, really popular in California. It's because they build these high caliber homes. And so they want to get their bang for their buck. So they're like, duh, put a pool in so you can add more money onto the home. Anyways, heat your pools to 90. It's perfect. It's the perfect tip.
It was so funny. It was like such a specific. It was so funny. Yeah, you guys definitely just heat it to 90. It's like it makes it perfect.
Yep.
Like so easy.
Also turn the hot tub on too.
While you're fucking at it.
Sure.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That was
really
that was my peak.
It was
sorry,
really fun.
Guys. That was fucked up. Okay, my peak is
my peak
is that I'm 85 actually, and with a sticky note. Still. I ran 6 miles in my fastest time.
Oh my god!
I did my farthest distance with the fastest time.
Wait till you did even faster than you would do a 5.
Meaning like per hour. I mean per mile.
Okay, like per mile, like
time per mile, timing per mile.
So you're just getting faster
and longer.
So you're fast as fuck, boy.
I did faster and longer.
So when are you gonna do a 10?
I'm gonna do a 10 for sure.
You're gonna be wiggly after.
Okay, this is my thing. This is where I'm at. I got to train to get my 10 in, and I don't run enough.
To train for it.
Because I only run like once a week or sometimes twice if I'm like around the neighborhood. I don't run enough, so I got to train more. I'm going to get my 10 in, though. It's coming. I'm already at 6. I can do, I can probably, dead ass, I can probably do 10 miles.
So why don't you?
It
takes too long.
Yeah, it's like a long time. Yeah. And then like, After 10 miles, I'll be cooked.
Oh, you'll be like for the whole weekend will be destroyed.
Yeah, and so that's what stops me because I have to be in a moment where I'm
Bitch,
like,
imagine in this area.
Yeah. Oh, cooked.
Oh,
like I'm gonna be sore for a few days, and like that day that I do 10, like I'll be exhausted all day.
Yeah. So it's almost like, is it worth it?
Yes, but I always stop myself around 5 just because that's good for me. Like I'm just good.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got my pump in. I'm good because I don't really do it to train for a marathon. Is the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're doing it for fun.
But like I could definitely I could do 10 for sure. It would hurt really bad and I would be exhausted, but I could like do 10 if I push myself. But I'm going to get to 10 and do like a lot of 10s. So we're getting there.
You see that right here?
Careful.
I'm like right there. I was like, Alani, you want to sponsor us, baby?
Loving the running journey.
No, I love that. I think that's really awesome. I love that you're
great.
In your running era.
And people ask me all the time, they say, do you stop in between? And I don't. But to get there, I did.
Oh, okay, we got it. Because you have to like build up your endurance.
You have to build up your endurance. Exactly. So I would do like your first mile is always your hardest because you got to get all the cracks and creases and the pain out. Yeah. And then you get your runner's high and you're flowing. After 2.5 miles, I'm flowing. But it's normally 2.5.
First two.
Yes, but it's normally 2.5 miles of pain. I'm not going to lie. Like it hurts. And then it's weird. After 2.5 miles, I can watch on my watch, my heart rate drops.
Oh.
And I am physically like breathing like me and you were talking now. So it's cool how your body will lock in.
And like acclimate to what you're doing.
Yes, it's so cool. But those first few miles hurt. They're bad. They're bad.
Oh, I bet.
And then after that, I'm easy breezy. But loving the running journey, gonna keep it going. I hope it inspires some people out there that can move their bodies to move your body. You don't have to run a marathon. You can literally go on a walk. I highly encourage it. So good for you. And yeah, that's part of why I started filming it.
So detox.
Yeah, I've actually been running for a long time. I just never filmed it because I'm just like not into fitness content.
Right, totally.
But I'll be honest, Karen, I love Sarai, who is like the marathon runner of the world. She was like, bitch, if you don't post you running. I was like, I know. I was like, I just got to figure it out. And she was like encouraging me to post. So I was like, okay, I do need to post this journey. Because I was just doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like my time
I also had no idea, like in this, like the running world, that you have to like qualify for marathons and you have to have like a certain amount of time. She told me that too. No fucking clue.
Karen taught me that too. Karen's very fast. She's a lot faster than me. One Saturday I was running at the beach and this really muscular girl zoomed past me and I was like, damn, she's getting it. And then I looked like squinted because she's now in front of me. I was like, that's fucking Karen.
That is, she literally is.
Yep. Going around me. I was like, all right.
Okay. She just got me fucked up.
I love it,
That is hilarious.
I love it. I know. It's so funny. But yeah, I love it. What's your pit?
My pit, okay, it's so, you guys, it's so fascinating. I have a little mini random story. I haven't even told Laura yet. So yesterday, I was at a gay barbecue. Okay, but there's lore. Let me adjust myself. There's some fucking lore, okay? So here's the tea. I was chatting with this guy from the gym. Okay, he goes to the gym.
Cute guy you had a crush on?
He was cute. Nope, different one. This is like a whole different experience. Wow. So chatting with this guy, we had DM'd each other and we were just kind of geeking, whatever. And he was kind of like, oh, we should like hang out sometime. Very much like, let's fuck, essentially. Okay. Right? This random guy that I had met at the gym. So I was like, yeah, for sure. Like I'm down. Like let's do it. Da da da. So I had literally, I think that was the 2 days before. The barbecue, right? So I'm at the barbecue, I get there and I'm with my friend and there's like a couple in front of us and like one guy's holding a dog and their back's faced to us and like we're there and he's like, oh, let me introduce my friends. So I'm like, okay, yeah, absolutely, let's go. So then they turn around, it's the guy from the gym. The hot guy from the gym and his partner.
Gotcha. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Alanis Morissette started playing.
I literally was like, hey, you? Like, it was just literally, I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. So I like completely like played it off. And it was like him and his partner and his dog. And there was no inclination, no anything of him having a partner whatsoever. Like, usually I feel like a lot of times when people have partners, like, oh, the partner, like, but we're open. Like, they'll like usually talk about that stuff. But he had give me no inclination of anything. So then of course I meet them. And then so to the friend, I'm like, are they in an open relationship? To my friend. I was like, bitch, he was literally just hitting on me 2 days ago. And then he's like, yeah, they're in a relationship. And I'm like, This is so stupid. Like, why the hell? Like, I'm so over the open relationship vibes.
They're open.
They are open. They
but
are.
you don't want to.
I don't want to do with the open shit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, open stuff, like, it's
just
weird.
a hookup
because there's
and it's
weird
weird.
rules.
It's
Yeah.
like whatever.
And like rules, like a lot of times there's like rules that get involved with people that are in open relationships. Yeah. And it's kind of like, you can hook up separately, but you can't do it at the house. And there's like all these like random like the little nuances that I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. Like I'm way too not in that world to deal with the openness. Damn. So I was just kind of like, what the hell? Why? What a small world. 2 days after I see him at the gym, meet him, boom. He's at the barbecue and he turns around and it's him. Sick. It's not fair.
Sick.
I'm done.
I know.
It's like Pride Month starting literally Friday.
You're just going to be hooking up on Pride. Be so fucking for real.
I'm not.
Like you're going to get married on Pride. You're just literally going to be hooking up.
Do you know what's really funny? I know a lot of couples that met during Pride.
But they were couples pre-Pride.
No. They met like at a Pride.
So you think you're gonna find your one out there, baby?
No, I don't necessarily think that. But it's just funny that because it's like a congregation of so many gay people that you can meet people.
This is your chance.
Here we go.
That's it.
You guys, it's time. This weekend.
It's Pride. So when you're in a Speedo shaking ass at high tops.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, that's what he does.
I'm not doing that.
At high tops.
In a Speedo at high tops.
With a rainbow wig on, shake and go. Yep, neck bobbing. That is when Mr. Right will approach.
He's the one that's putting a tip in my Speedo.
Yes.
I'm like,
Mandy works at High Tops part-time.
I do not.
This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by Booking.com, Booking.yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the United States, Booking.com has the ideal summer stay for absolutely anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please.
Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your sleep light, early rise mom, or your high maintenance group chat, which, hey, we have one of those.
Baby, I get it.
Our friends trip is definitely making it out of the group chat this year. Where should we go?
Oh, that's a good question. Where are we going to go? I mean, as long as we're using Booking.com, that's all that really matters to
Period.
me. But we will figure out a cute little place to go for sure.
You'll find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. I love Booking.com. I travel a lot, so there are a lot of specifics that I'm looking for. They always do a great job of showing you exactly what you're getting, so there are no surprises.
Like a big room.
Yes. If I can find my perfect stay on Booking.com, anyone can.
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app.
Thank you to Progressive Insurance for sponsoring this episode. This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You choose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice.
Genius, some might say.
Progressive loves to help people make smart choices.
That's why they offer a tool called AutoQuote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies.
So you save time and research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you.
I honestly think Progressive is awesome for this. I really think that they are such an amazing insurance company to be able to have this kind of quoting experience to kind of be like, okay, what insurance is going to be best for my pockets, for my wallet? And I just love that they do something like this. So I think it's a really, really great insurance company.
Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states and situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Are you going out every weekend of Pride?
No, but I definitely am going to go out maybe like 2 of the weekends.
I got to get out there.
You are going to get out there.
I will.
I had already told her, I was like, are you ready to activate?
As an ally.
I was like, are you ready to activate?
Will take some shots.
Are you ready to get some fucking crazy?
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So we're definitely going to activate during Pride for sure. And it's funny because in LA, there's LA Pride and there's WeHo Pride. So there's actually 2 different versions of Pride and they're actually 2 different weekends. So it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we celebrate when we can.
Honey. You got to. In this world, in this economy, you got to celebrate the Pride when you freaking can.
Have I done a pit?
No, you haven't. And I'm ready to hear it right now.
My pit to be.
And you're like, actually, what is my pit?
Babe, what's my pit?
Tyler, tell her pit. Your life's just so fucking sickening. There's no pit.
It kind of is, in a way. Sometimes. Life's been pretty good.
How about Chick-fil-A for getting your freaking shit?
My pit is that I just ordered Chick-fil-A for lunch and they just forgot my food. So I had to eat mayonnaise, half a mayonnaise lunch. That is my pit. Is it not the truth?
I was like, Laura, you need to have my Sammy, dude.
Honey, I went on that Postmates and I said, you will be giving me
Money
my
back.
$12 back.
You guys, I hope that you're like, when things get wrong, you're putting in like, that was incorrect. I want my money back. Because I swear,
they left my
the
lunch
services, ooh, they will piss me off.
They will piss
There's nothing
me
that will
off.
ruin my day, like when I get my DoorDash order and it's the wrong order.
Baby, we be turning right into a Karen. I go get my Karen wig, I put it on, and I
get
start
feral.
cussing people out.
I get an absolutely feral animal.
Actually,
or when I accidentally send it to your house, don't piss
you want to
me
tell them that
off.
at least once a week you send a meal over here?
You guys, so here's the thing. I do come to Laura's house, you know, often. I frequent this location. And so when I've ordered food to here, it will just somehow save in the thing. So there's been times when I'm at my house and I order a DoorDash and it says delivered. I'm like, where's that? I don't see it. It's at Laura's fucking gate. I'm not kidding you, because you're already hungry at your hungry point. I will rage out.
Because he lives so close to me. I'm like, Manny, come
get it.
And he's like,
and I'm like, no, I can't.
So Ty gets free meals galore from this guy. Yeah, he loves it. Ty loves it.
Oh
I know.
God.
I laugh
it really
so
sends me
hard. It's just funny to me.
it is funny because I'm literally like, because the thing is, I just have it saved to my address.
For you.
No, I want to crash out. I want to cry.
For me.
Yeah, for you it's hilarious. It's fucking.
I'm like, we got another meal at our door.
Hell yeah, we got a free meal. I'm over here literally crashing out. We spent $32 on my meal.
Oh, honey.
I'm pissing me off.
I love it.
But yeah, no, it's because honestly, there's sometimes where I'm just like, I'm so raged out that I'm like, I can't even drive over right now.
You're parched. You're famished. You're famished.
Like, I can't do it.
I
Like, it just
swear to
sends me. But there's something about when you get the order wrong, or they give you, like, they send you the wrong order, that it will just, it's a different kind of rage. It's different.
Yeah.
There's something about it, because I think you're already at the hungry point, so you're so excited.
At least they brought me my Dr. Pepper, because I'm going to tell you right now, they got grace for putting the Dr. Pepper in there, but if they left out the lunch is the problem. But
just the drink was included.
we just got the drink.
She just got the drink, no lunch with it.
I was like, I'm eating after lunch. I'm like, we all have to suffer now. We all gotta suffer. Yeah. So,
okay, half my Sammy.
Yeah, sure is.
She had all the pickles, and I was like, get this shit off my
Sure did.
fucking...
Okay, so
Manny, let's shred these.
What? Let's shred the bitches.
Let's shred these bitches, bro.
What do you hate about
Sister,
TikTokers?
get her.
Sister, she's getting you.
Sister, she's getting you. Get her. Okay, you guys.
Per the judges.
Per the judge. You guys, please tell me you're watching Drag Race right now. Let's just
let's
just touch on that.
What is it on?
All Stars. It's on Paramount.
Or WoW Presents.
Or WoW Presents if you're in a different country. So, you guys, right now, Drag Race All Stars is so tea. It's so freaking good. They're doing a different method this time, where it's like a bracketed system where it's the first 6 girls for the first 3 episodes and then the next 6 girls for the next 3 episodes. So it's actually nice. You get to meet the girls, introduce them. Like, you get a lot of the girls, right? And it's like the best 3 of those 6 move on to the next one, where they actually like combine all 9 girls. You guys, the queens in it. This is how they got the queens, because they're guaranteed 3 episodes. So they got good queens, and it's so funny. Nicole Paige Brooks, don't even get me started.
Honey.
Do not even get me started.
Not because I think I'm that funny. She's just kind of lunatic manic. Sometimes she's funny and doesn't even know she's being funny.
I have no idea.
But she's a Southern queen, and she's an older queen.
Atlanta,
she's
Georgia.
52, and she's from Atlanta, Georgia. She was on season 2, and they brought her back, and she is like tearing it up. She's like she is reading these young bitches faster than their head can even spin.
You cannot read an old queen though. You just can't.
No, yeah.
They're 2 seasons.
Oh, honey, they've been in the
smart.
drag streets forever. Not a chance.
30 years.
Not a chance.
You've been doing drag 30 years?
She's even giving Mistress a hard. Like,
exactly.
even Mistress is silent.
I'm like, what in the fuck? This bitch is crazy.
She is so funny. Rue is cracking up.
You guys, it's everything you guys have to watch. That's just like point blank. Well, I'm gonna start off light.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off light and airy. What I find cringe / just don't do this, you're gonna piss me off.
Per the judges
is when creators have birthday photo shoots. You guys. By the way, before we even get started, at the end of these are just our opinions. We really don't give that much of a fuck. If you want to do it. I don't care.
It's
just like literally one of the things that I'm just like, ugh, I can't. Like, to me, I just can't. But if you can, great. I don't care. So what I find to be just kind of cringe is when people will like rent out a studio and like do an actual studio shoot for their birthday to hold the cake. To me, it's too much. I'm just like,
it's too much,
girl. But I've also never been the kind of girly that's like, it's birthday month.
You're very laid back with this stuff. You don't like a big grand
celebration.
Yeah.
No. So some people are the big grand celebration people, and I get that. but I'm not that person. So I'm going to find it cringe.
Okay. Here's what's crazy about your statement.
No.
Yeah. Let me show you what's really crazy. And I heard you say this take and I was like, I'm going to do this on the podcast. So Manny says his cringy thing he doesn't like that influencers do is a birthday photo shoot. One moment. Oh, here it is. What is number 2 on my list?
No.
So I have a list of things I want throughout the year as a manifestation list. And the number 2 on the list is a birthday photo shoot. It's a birthday photo shoot. And my best friend thinks it's cringy. And now I can't do it.
You can do it.
I'm just kidding. No, if I do it, you have to say this is cringe as fuck.
I'm going to comment. I'm like, this is so cringe. No, I'm fucking... Okay. But also, there's like a very specific way that they're done.
Own it.
No, but I'm just saying there's a very specific way that they do it. So I'm talking about the ones, there's like a white backdrop.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like the specific
I know
one.
Exactly what
there's
you're
like a
talking
type
about.
of shoot that creators do that has a white studio backdrop, a spotlight on them, and they're holding a cake. It's very specific.
I am only doing my birthday photo shoot because I envisioned it the other day. Because sometimes I like to envision things.
Course.
Like a vision.
Baby,
I had a vision.
Literally...
I was driving and I completely left my car. I wasn't even in the car. I was driving down the freeway, gone.
So sorry to the drivers on the street.
Yes, so sorry. So sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Left the car, full vision, and then I visualized what I wanted the birthday photo shoot to be.
What's your idea?
I can't say.
Oh, you're right. You can't.
I have to surprise the girl. But there's one thing. I have to get super fucking ripped for it. And I don't know if I can do it by September 1st.
Naked.
By the way, I have a really pretty
titties.
birthday. You know when people have ugly birthdays? I have a pretty birthday. September 1st
exciting.
is so
like,
pretty.
It's like, it's gorge.
That's gorge.
It's gorge. It is.
September 1st,
yeah.
done.
Mine's also really pretty. I live.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah,
no,
Stop!
you have a really, really pretty
Stop
birthday.
it.
4/4 is
It's too sickening.
gorgeous. We both have pretty birthdays.
We're lucky.
So I have this like basically.
So you have an idea.
I'm getting older, but my body's getting better. It's true.
Naked.
I look.
Naked shoot. You guys, I think Laura's
gonna do
the shoot's gonna be like this.
I'm not doing naked. Fuck, do I do
naked? I remember
naked?
Bora holding the tits like that.
Oh,
and
people
the
got
under
so
titty.
mad at me for that.
I know, but literally, fuck off. You
I
were
don't
sickening.
care. I don't care. I could give a shit
Don't even
less.
give a
Even
shit.
more now.
Even more.
Don't care. But the body is more tea than it was in my 20s. So that.
It's time for nudity.
But it all depends on the level I can get to by September 1st. The clock is ticking, and I just had Chick-fil-A for lunch, so it's not looking good.
Every day.
If y'all don't see a birthday photo shoot, don't say name.
Don't say and if you do, I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to comment like, "Happy birthday, cringe ass bitch." Oh my god, so funny. Yeah, that's one of mine.
That's a good
I think
one,
it's crazy.
Manny. That's good. You know what's really crazy is I've looked at birthday photo shoots too and thought the same thing. I was like, is this bitch crazy?
No, because sometimes, you guys, I will say there's some that I'm like, whatever, like I don't even care. But there's some that are so try hard to me of like this like spot.
Yeah.
It's a very specific vision. You know what I'm saying.
Yes,
I think you understand because
exactly
you've been in the influencer game for so long. But there's a very specific kind of birthday shoot that I find cringe. It's very specific, white backdrop, spotlight, cake. Really like, okay, guys, we get it.
Blueprint. That's the
I'm done.
blueprint of the cringe. I get it. Listen, I get it. I want to start light too because I got some shit.
You got some
on
depth.
this list.
You got some deep ones.
Manny, at the end of my list, he was like, "Do you want to throw in one that's like lighter?"
No, you guys get this. So the way this even came about is I was like, so Laura, I actually have like these like 5 like little cringy things I have. She's like, things we hate the influencers do. And I was like, okay, let me change my list. It was
like,
so funny. It was so light. And then I was like, let me add some depth.
And then I started doing my list, and he was like, "Maybe you should throw like one in that's like
Well,
lighter."
A little 1-2 in there.
Okay, my first one is going to be light. When everybody has the same routine.
Did you see her literally yeet the post-it?
It's like, once I got it. Okay, I'm like, okay.
Okay, so listen.
My first one is when everybody has the same morning. Let's go morning routine specific.
Yeah,
Let's get specific here. So is it your morning routine if it's everybody else's? Because that doesn't actually make any sense to me. So we're all doing the exact same skincare, the exact same way, flicking the lids off, the exact same way. We're brushing our teeth with the same product. We're using the same mouthwash. We're using the same skincare, same headband, same mask.
One of these.
we're all so that's really the morning routine.
I'll
We
believe
all are identical on that because that's a fucking lie. And it pisses me off because the only reason I want to watch your morning routine is not for a copy paste reason
It's
of a
for
morning
the
routine that I've
difference.
seen from everybody else, to see what you're actually doing. And as soon as you start spinning and flicking those caps off, I'm pissed because you ain't
100%.
doing none of that. That's not your real routine. I just need to feel something.
Yeah, you're passionate about it. It's passion.
I need to feel something, and the bitches aren't making me feel anything.
Well, do you think? I think
bored.
too. It's more so like I think that people are so focused on having an aesthetic morning routine that it's not actually their routine. It's actually what they think the aesthetic routine would be.
Yep.
Because they saw other aesthetic routines happening, so they're like, oh, okay, so that did well. We're gonna do it just like this.
But it's just like, what if you did something aesthetic, but like made it real? Like what you're real, the products you're really using. You know what I mean? Like the headbands you really want to wear.
Not the crochet.
No, not that. Like, so that's not a real routine because we don't all have the same routine because we're all different humans. So it pisses me off. So I'm pissed.
I agree. I think it's cringe. I don't like, I won't even watch a morning routine now because I'm like, are you freaking for real?
You already know what it's going to be.
You tried me.
All I have to see is those heatless curlers in your hair, and I already know what your full routine is. I don't need to watch the video. It's no good to me.
Did you know what I found so fascinating was that one guy who did the morning routine that was so crazy with the mouth tape?
Yeah.
Fascinating because I never saw anyone do a routine like that.
Oh,
so that's what made it so fascinating.
The water guy.
Yes, the water guy. So I was like, oh my God, this is so like, it's crazy, but like I was like, okay, that's his version of his reel.
You
so
want
it's like,
20 million views? Stop doing what everyone else is doing. Go squeeze lemon juice into your eyes and run 10 miles at 4 a.m. And then you got me locked in. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Sick.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, I'm going to go into a fiercer territory.
Ooh.
Okay, since I had a light one, I'll go fierce. I'll go light again. So I find this to be interesting is when creators, you know, behind the scenes, they'll be like, I'm so busy. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm doing so much right now. Like, my content just takes up all my time. And their content is like doing voiceovers and their content is doing like try on outfits. You're pissing me off. Because what do you mean your entire life is revolved around content and you're working basically a 9 to 5, like hour wise, and you're doing voiceovers? Babe. With like, you're not even giving substance to your content. You're not doing 4-minute videos. You're doing a little heheh haha trend, or you did a little dance.
This is a telltale sign of a YouTuber speaking right here, because this is someone who has been in the trenches and has made 30-minute videos, has made movie productions for you guys. And then like whenever you go on TikTok, you're not like, hee, this is my outfit and walk away. You have to bring them something with girth and with time and energy and doing something. So whenever you see a bitch blow a kissy face and a peace sign and that's their content, bitch, you ain't busy.
But then that's why I think it's funny. So when they go into like, because I know personally creators that are like, oh my God, I'm just so wrapped. Like, I'm working every single day. It's like, I'm so busy. I don't even know when to like live my life. And that is their content. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is what they're doing. And I'm literally like,
it was never that
what the fuck
deep.
are you talking about, girl?
It was never that deep.
There was nothing. There was no depth. So it's like, actually, there's no deep. It's actually shallow.
Right.
So it's literally like, I don't know what you're talking about at all. Because I feel like if you're creating content, like, listen, I love to do a content thing where I'm doing something like kind of longer form and then a couple short ones because I'm already glam. Like, absolutely, I'll mix it in, absolutely, because I'd like to do that. But I'm never the person that's like, you guys, my 9 to 5 is just so crazy. Like, I'm so fucking busy.
They're
like,
full of shit.
I was like, babe, you're full of it. What are you talking about? Literally, like, you're running errands.
Yeah. Let's go run errands.
Let's go run. I was like, babe, like, what do you
Pilates
mean?
And to get a matcha.
Yes,
That's the errands.
Well, I'm literally like, that's your, like, you can't, to me, like, listen, it takes time. I'm not saying it doesn't take time, but you can't be like, oh my God, my life, I'm just so busy. I'm just work when it's errands. Like, a lot of times people's errands are like their chill thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Or like their errands is their off time.
Do you know what I realized with the errands thing? Because that is specifically outside of what you said. Like, you know how it's like a controversial thing where influencers are like, let me go run errands, but the errands are going to Sephora.
Yes.
And like,
yes.
So
that is like a whole thing.
That's like a whole
That's a whole other separate thing.
That's a whole other. So my hot take on that is I think the influencers are in the right on that. And let me speak because yes, the errands are stupid and not real errands, but if they showed you their real errands, you would not watch it. because you wouldn't like what they're doing. Like if they had to get gas and go to the post office and stop by the DMV, you're not gonna watch that.
Yeah.
You may think you will, you won't watch it. It's very, very boring.
It's pretty errands.
It's pretty errands. So influencers know, they know to get you to watch their content, they've got to take you to do something that you want to see. You want to go to Sephora. You want that fantasy, the
Get your nails
Pilates, get the
done.
nails. You want to see the nails. So what they're trying to do there in their errands, they're not going to show you their real errands because you're not going to watch it. They're trying to show you the errands that you want to see, so they're not wasting their time and they get the click. So I'm going to
100%.
take up for the influencer on the shitty, stupid errands because they technically know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And those influencers like me, they have real errands, but it's pointless to film because it's
100%.
like.
Well, you're not gonna show your grocery list.
Exactly.
Like, really,
it's like not an experience.
Exactly.
Like me running to the post office to drop shit off and get. It's not me taking you on an experience where the other things are.
like they're fun.
So
they're fun
influencers
experiences.
know. I promise you, they do more in their real life than just go get nails. I don't know. They might not, but their real errands they'll never show. But Manny talking about is different. He's talking about influencers who have really easy content with no weight, no girth, no learning, no. Professional shots,
Yes.
but yet they claim to be the busiest people in the world.
Yes, that's what like my take is like that. And then the errand thing is a whole nother kind of topic, but I just find it all kind of falls into the same vein to me where it's literally like, why are you that busy though? Like to say that you're that fucking busy.
It's because you
are
worked
actually that
so
busy?
hard for so long.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, where it's like more so just kind of like confusion from my end, and that's kind of why I find it kind of like cringy. I was like, and this is my list. This is why it's mine, and it doesn't have to be everyone's.
Here's another one for me. I'm trying to see which one I want to do. Vague booking. Do you guys know what vague booking is?
I didn't know what that was a term.
Manny knew what it was. He just had never heard that there was an actual term for it. And actually, this term derives from Facebook. So this is an old term. It's on Urban Dictionary. It's called vague booking. So if you guys don't know what vague booking is, it's when a person goes online. Actually, I'm going to read you the definition because it describes it perfectly. The Google definition of vague booking. And
it was so real.
It.
That thing, I literally was like, oh my God, the fact that like that was actually a term.
An actual
when
term.
I thought of that thing was so insane to me. I'm like, oh my God, they actually termed this annoying ass thing.
Yeah, it's so annoying. They actually had to make a term for it.
That's so funny. Not the whole laptop. I'm just kidding.
Okay, vague booking is a term for intentionally posting vague, emotionally charged messages on social media to garner attention, sympathy, or validation. So,
it's like rage baiting.
Yes, it's kind of like rage baiting.
It's like this version of
it's an emotional rage baiting. So basically, you don't tell what's bothering you or what's happening, but you just make a really big deal about I'm going through such a hard time, like through something, but you never tell us what it is, and it's clearly you seeking attention and trying to get the click and the view, but you're not gonna tell the whole story. It's called vague booking, and it pisses me off too. I'm like, either sit down and say what happened, but don't make 20 videos.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Around
Like
the same situation that you're not talking about.
that.
But it's a situation you're talking about that's tough, but then you're not taking what
You're
the situation
talking about
is.
the situation without talking about the situation,
Right.
but then you have to ask, what was the point?
For attention.
It has to be because, like, if you didn't say what happened to tell you never
what's
told
the
your
point?
story, you
Yeah.
never told what you were going through, but all you did is garner attention from it. Then you have to go, well, what was the actual point? And literally, the definition says for attention.
For attention, like that's
It's
literally
for
what it is.
attention.
How crazy that like it's an actual term for people to be like, oh, this is like a full thing. It's like an emotional, elusive rage bait in a weird way, where it's like where you're kind of like you don't know what's happening, but it's essentially rage baiting because you're not actually talking about the topic. I do find that really weird too. I find that cringe. I don't like that. I don't like when people utilize something that they're not talking about, but they're talking about it.
Because then you have to ask yourself the deeper question is,
like,
what
what's
was
happening?
the point in the video?
Other than monetary gain.
Monetary gain. It started with people like on Facebook. They write like a paragraph about how they're going through such a hard time. And
Pray for me.
Pray for me.
It's
Pray
the
for
one-
me.
yep.
But they would not say anything about what it is. And it was just kind of like, you're vague booking, right? I remember one time, long ago, someone commented on my thing and said I was vague booking. And I had to Google it. And I still didn't understand what it meant.
You're like, bitch, I don't know what this
It took
means.
me years, and now I'm like, oh. After I was saying it, like, because TikTok's
also
different.
you see it
TikTok's
actually in your
different, and
face.
it's it's like done so much now because everybody wants the clout and the views on TikTok because it garners your success. So everybody vague books a lot, and it's cringe, and it pisses me off. I'm like, just say what the fuck happened.
100%.
Just say it.
The thing is too, like, to me, like, you can easily
you
be
don't
like,
wanna
yo, I'm
talk
going through a tough
about
time.
it-
It is what it is. Like, I'll talk about it later.
I feel like
One
that's
time.
a little different.
No, I'm saying, like, if you say, like, let's say you do that one time.
Yeah.
But then if you're utilizing that same tactic, let's say every single week.
Yeah.
Then it becomes kind of like, so then it's a tactic. It's
Could
not
be.
like you're just like actually going through the gigs and you're like, hey guys, I'm just going through the gigs, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it later. But like right now, I just need some space, some time.
Yeah.
And then that to me is different than someone that's utilizing a situation
Right.
constantly. You know what I mean? Like using that one thing where you're like, okay, girl, we get it, mama.
The vague booking.
I can't believe it's a
Don't vague
fucking
book.
thing. I'm
Either tell
gagged.
people or don't talk about it.
Just shut up. Just don't say a
I
word.
know, isn't it crazy they made a word for it because so many people do it?
Insane.
Don't vague book, guys.
Okay, one of my cringe things I really hate, I'm going light, is when creators say, run, don't walk. One of my biggest
A sales tactic.
yes. One of my biggest pet peeves, I'm not kidding you, if I hear someone say, run, don't walk to buy this, I'm blocking you.
Uh-huh.
Because it is the most salesman,
Corny.
cringy, corny thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, do not say run, don't walk.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to get someone to feel like they need to buy something so badly that they have to run to get
There's
it and
got
not
to be
walk
a better
there.
clickbait way.
Anything else.
Anything else.
Literally any other clickbait thing, fine. But run, don't walk for
It's
some
because
reason.
too many
pisses me
girls
off.
have used it.
Yeah, it's too
They
much.
ran it into the ground.
And then they add like a commission link to it to
Oh,
buy a product that
always.
they're talking about. Like, you guys, this is on sale right now. Run, don't walk. You're pissing me off.
You know what? If I see that orange tab, I'm out of your video immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But what sucks is whenever I'll do like a YouTube video for TikTok Shop, like
Mm-hmm.
buying stuff. So I'll buy a couple things and then TikTok wants to flood me
Oh,
because they're
because you
like,
bought
oh,
it.
she's a
It
buyer.
works.
She's a buyer, y'all. She's buying shit.
so all your videos are literally
they're
purchasable.
orange for weeks. Yes.
Lord, that's so
I know,
annoying.
it's
The algorithm gets you.
The algorithm gets me because they see me shopping on TikTok Shop. So they're like, yep, she's
Oh,
a
she's
spender.
a buyer.
We got her. We got one.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
no,
A
this is our
sinker.
video.
Sinker. Dude, no, I just
Run,
don't like. To
don't
me,
walk.
run, don't walk.
Girl, ain't nobody running.
You're pissing me off. First of all, because I'm
Ain't
not
no-
running and I'm not even walking. So what are you talking about? I'm not running or walking to get the product because why would I even? First of all, and it's so funny to me because it'll be like a stranger. Like I have no idea who this person is at all, and it's like run, don't walk, trust me. And I'm like, what are your credentials?
Oh, not the credentials. Not the
I want to
credentials.
see what would make me think that I'm going to buy it from you.
Ooh. Manny's reading the girlies.
I'm reading. Sorry,
I love it.
I'm reading.
It's good for you.
But
Get it
honestly,
out.
it's
Get it
literally
out of
kind of
your
like
system.
to me. I just don't like the run, don't walk thing. It's too much. It's too salesman. It's too sales pitch. It's
I'm gonna
too
tag you in the
pissing
video
me off.
next time I see
Please,
a run, don't
please
walk.
send it to me so I can block them.
Okay, I love that one. That was a hot take. That was good. Okay, one that's a hot take for me and like something I hate influencers do is whenever there's a really popular viral product and an influencer does a bad review on it just for the click.
Oh,
That pisses me off because I'm like, girl, it's not that did happen. I'm going to say it happened with the Rode lip liners. It's a great example.
Oh yeah, that is a great example.
They were lip liners. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. They were in
The
line with all,
smudgies.
they were in line with all of her other pricing. All their claims were just they're fucking lip liners, guys. They didn't say
No long
that
wear,
they,
no long lasting claim, no
they
that
never
shit. No waterproof.
And a girl did do a full review talking about how horrible and shit. I mean, like, it was a pretty dramatic review. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, they're lip liners. And so it did create a hate parade. People love to hate a popular product, which I get it. It's polarizing. So people are going to have stronger
For the
opinions
clicks and
about
the
it for the
views.
clicks and the views. But for me, as someone who has been reviewing products for 12 years, which, by the way, that's fucking crazy that I've been reviewing products for 12 years. And I see people get clever and want that viral moment. So they find a product that's trending that everybody's loving, everybody's buying, and they just shit on it so
everyone's talking
hard
about.
for their personal gain. I don't like that.
What also really pisses me off about that, just kind of piggybacking off your point, is that when someone does a review like that, and it's the first person to get the reviews, has a lot of views, and you like the product that they did a negative review on, you became the liar. You become the person that's like, how could you say that? That person didn't like it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If that person doesn't like it or not. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to take someone's like it or not like it. I'm going to take my own opinion about something as a reviewer of 11 years doing something. I'm like, I'm not going to take the random person's take on a review product. If I like it, I like it. I don't care.
Yeah.
So like, I don't like that when people get hate for it.
People think if a review is negative that it's true.
100%.
That person could be lying
100%.
just as much as a person that hypes something up that isn't good. A negative review on a popular product oftentimes probably isn't too true.
No.
You know
or
what
they're
I
just doing
mean?
it for the clicks. Like,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
be active thinkers here, guys.
Let's be honesty behind that. Like, so why does it make everyone else that says they're good a liar, and the one person who did the clickbaity video saying a negative thing about what makes
Why are they the
theirs
truth
truthful?
teller?
What makes them the truth teller?
I really don't know, because the thing is, I've disliked products that some people have liked, and I've liked products that people don't like, and I'm like, that's just what it is, because everyone has different preferences for things. That person that's making that video, what if she was like, I expected it to be waterproof? Well, it never said it was waterproof.
That's why it didn't make any sense.
Like,
do you know what's so crazy about that? I actually forgot that your road review got some backlash because of her video.
Yeah,
I
100%.
forgot about that. That wasn't the girl's
And guess what?
intention, but that's
I still use
how
'em
sheep-like
all
people
the time.
get.
Shade twist.
Me too. Literally
Shade
used
twist.
it yesterday.
Love them.
Love them.
Use them all the time.
I love them.
I love it. And just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean I don't love them.
I did an early on review of them.
Oh my God,
How
Laura,
you remember this?
It's coming back to me,
Activated.
bro.
So I did an early on review of the new Hailey Bieber
lip liners.
smudgy lip liners, right? Okay. About a week goes by and Manny does the review, but the day after Manny gives a positive review, this girl does a video talking about they're the worst lip liners ever. They're not they're not this and that, even though they don't claim to be those things. So now everybody's like, oh, so
Manny's a liar.
Manny's a liar. Because she made a negative review and he made a positive review. So now he's the liar.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. Honestly, I completely forgot about that. But see, like, the point, it just stuck with me of like the fact that people can get hate for liking something that someone didn't like.
But that's
And
my
I wasn't
point.
even
It's like,
thinking about the
why
road
does
thing,
it
but I'm
make
like, oh my
hers
God, yes.
true and yours a lie? Just because hers was negative doesn't mean it's
Correct.
true.
And I'm like, okay, like the thing is, her negative review has nothing to do with me liking something.
Right.
Because I didn't see her review. So I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I was truthful about my opinion because I've had an entire career about being truthful about my opinion about products and what I liked and what I didn't like. And for what the product was, I liked it.
And isn't it so
And I'm not
crazy?
changing my mind.
I texted you and because you were like, my video is getting so much hate because I said I like the Hailey Biebers. And I said, oh, you know why? Because this girl said she hates some and her videos going viral.
Because I was like,
now
Laura, did you get like shit on for
I
your shit?
said
Because
not
I'm
a
kind of like
drop.
getting shredded.
Because mine was already out of the algorithm.
Yes, it was already done. Because it had been a week
Isn't
before.
that so stupid though? Like
I was
the
like, this
actual
is so dumb.
logic behind that doesn't make any sense.
Oh no, they're shit. I'm like, why? Because someone said they were. At the end of the day, you guys, this is like how it works, like with the creators too. Like, if you want to believe a creator, if they're saying something is good or bad, that's just your prerogative because you have that relationship with them. It is what it is, right? At the end of the day, that person's opinion will sway and will be different from another creator's opinion. That's just the reality. Not every creator, influencer has the same opinion about every single thing.
Yeah.
So just because I liked something for what the product said it was going to do doesn't mean I'm wrong. And you know what? Maybe her being like, I didn't like him because this was what it was, doesn't make her necessarily wrong. It might have made it a little dramatic, but it doesn't mean she's wrong with her opinion. She could have just actually not liked them. But that doesn't mean you shit on someone for liking them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I'm sure her intention wasn't to be like, oh, shit on the creators, I like them. No. It was just like, she doesn't like them. But just because someone likes their shit doesn't mean that they're wrong or a liar. That just means they like them. I use Shade Twist all the time.
It's the herd mentality.
It's
eating up
I'm like,
the
you guys,
girlies.
you wanted to hate Road for coming out with something. You wanted to hate it, so then you hated it. That's it, point blank. Okay. I'm going into a fiercer territory. So I think it's funny and I think it's cringe. It's kind of like things I hate when people do is when creators are literally like, oh, I hate drama. Like I can't be involved. Like it stresses me out. Like I don't want to be involved in drama. It's too much. But they're actually people that perpetuate drama so much.
The pot calling the kettle black.
Yes, it's when, and this is like honestly a big overarching thing because a lot of people kind of fall into this category. A lot of people fall into the like, oh, I can't, like I don't like drama. Like, oh no. But then they're actually the one that's like
Perpetuating drama.
stirring the pot, or the ones actually like talking about the same thing or talking about drama that's happening constantly. At the end, see, the part that I find cringe is like, don't say that you're not into the drama when you're so into the drama.
Yeah.
That's the thing. At the end of the day, baby, be into the drama. I don't give a fuck. We have a podcast.
But
like, I don't mind
it.
being,
but
own it. Own your shit. I'm like, I love a kiki. I love a little gossip session. I love a little tea, whatever. I'm not trying to do it all the time, but I love a little moment here and there sprinkled in. But don't be like, no, like above that with the drama when you're about it.
When you're very much
You're
about
so
it.
about it. Don't even play with me.
You're always talking about it, bringing
don't even
it
play
up,
with me.
posting,
Because why are you always
dramatic.
talking to me about drama?
Ooh.
Because the girlies, they love to bring the, to me, Laura, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
The girlies want to bring the tea so fiercely to us. It's not even funny.
Yep.
Not even funny. Everyone comes to us when they're like, I have the tea. Because they want a key.
They
but
want a
they
kiki.
love to be like, oh, but I'm like not to the drama.
Girl, you are the drama.
You, don't piss me off. You are literally the girly that's spinning the freaking wheel, but then be like, oh, no, I can't.
Projections eating the girls up.
It's eating them alive, and it's literally so, I'm not kidding you, so many people like that are like this. I'm like, babe, you like it. At the end of the day, you like it, just own it.
Yep.
You like a little tea, you like a little gossip, own the shit.
Own it. We have a whole podcast
Girl.
talking about it, honey.
I was like, you think I'm gonna be like, oh, I hate the drama?
Yeah, right. And then talk about it on Rapid Fire.
Exactly. I was like, what are you
right.
actually talking about?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I'm not trying to talk about drama all the time.
People
I'm really
swear
not.
they're coy.
Yes,
and
but they want to be. They want to be
swear they're
so
coy and Christian, but they're a fucking mess.
No, they want to be so aesthetic. That's the thing. They
Yeah.
want to be so bloggery, so aesthetic, and be like, no, I would never do that, babe.
You did
You're
it.
perpetrator number one.
You did. Yeah.
Don't start with me.
Suspect number
You're suspect
one on the
number
case.
one. Okay, and you're coming to us because you want to spill the tea and you want to talk about it with
Delusion has struck.
someone. Mama. Don't even try it. At the end of the day, own your shit. If you want to talk about the tea, talk about the tea.
I like that one, Manny. That's
You're like,
fun.
you know what?
Like, you know what?
You know what? That one got an 8.
That 8.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is what's cringe about influencers that I don't like is influencers that are obsessed with their haters. The influencer that's obsessed with their haters, where it's like, let's be real. First of all, let's be very fucking real. Most of the people who have been actually wiped off, canceled, like big time, they have real haters. They've experienced those levels of deep trenches, and it's never them that are obsessed with their haters. It is never them.
They're like,
they're I don't know. It's just like, it's never the people who have gotten like the deepest levels of hate online. It's always the people who get like one comment that's somewhat mean. They're obsessed with their haters.
Over it almost.
They'll post it on their story. They'll write a full paragraph about it. They'll battle every single person that leaves a hate comment, but doesn't say shit to the 95% that say nice things to them. They show them no attention and they spiral and they stay hung up on their fucking haters. Get over it and show some love and appreciation to all the people.
lovers.
Because let's be very real, unless you're currently being canceled, yeah, you're going to get a hate comment or two,
For
but
sure.
majority of the online is love. And it's
Girl,
like,
it's like
can we
99%.
99%? Like, can we
Hello?
acknowledge that? And I
Yes.
understand influencers, addressing something or maybe correcting someone or calling out a hater. Not what I'm talking about. We've all done that. It's the people who are obsessed with their haters and show them all their attention. They're constantly talking about it. They're constantly hung up on their hate or a comment they got. And it's like, this influencer job, I don't know that it's for you.
right.
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
you gotta dismiss that kind of shit.
Because the thing is, it's like, do you really deserve your lovers if you're so hung up and showing all
your
the
haters.
attention in the world to your hating ass bitches? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I really, really don't. I don't think that like, I just don't think that it's like one of those things that you have to put your attention into. And I know that it can be kind of jarring to get hate comments like at times where it's kind of like, whoa, like, cause you're more used to getting love. So it's shocking to get hate. Cause it's like, oh, well, I thought like this was cool. I thought we were good, like whatever. But when you obsess over the hate, that's where the problem lies.
It's like,
Cause then you start to like marinate in it. You're almost like relishing
I'm
in
tired
your
of
hate.
hearing about it too. I'm like, I don't care about your little hate comment. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's clearly you're obsessed with the hate. Like, get over it.
Like, or just like, it is what it is.
I'm not talking about people who have been wiped off, like canceled.
No. Like, there's levels to it. There's
never
offense.
them, but I think those people like eventually also as like have a little thicker skin in a way of like, a little hate comments is not going to bother them because they've experienced a grand level of it. It's typically the influencer who has never really experienced like a huge level of controversy, grand hate, and that, you know, they want to pick apart every little rude comment or DM they get, and it eventually becomes like, okay, why are you here? Because it seems like you're obsessed with it.
Yes. No, why
don't you ever post someone that leaves something nice?
Yes. No, I find it also like really fascinating and funny to me is when creators, like, they'll get so shook by one negative comment, and they're like literally like they're gonna cry, like they're gonna spiral, and I'm literally like,
sister, they're getting you. They're getting you, sister. Getting
you. So you're saying this one hate comment in your 10 positive comments is going to activate you and be like, oh my God, I have haters. Like,
no,
it's
you
like
don't have haters. You do not have haters.
You don't have haters, babe. Like, you don't. Like, honestly, like, that's just one random comment from Joe Schmo. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have haters.
You don't have haters. Literally, someone with a private account is going to eventually get a mean comment.
Literally. Like it's going to happen.
That's going to happen. And like, too, even like someone being shocked and appalled and discussing it, love it. Do it.
Absolutely.
Call a hater out.
Yeah.
Be a badass.
I love a call out. I will say.
I love a call out.
100%.
I love a call out. Within reason, that's the thing. I love when someone gets a bunch of nasty DMs and they post the person's tag.
It's funny.
I root for you. Keep doing it. Blast the haters. But it's the people who do it too much and they're obsessed with their haters. And that's what they talk about every week.
They're like kind of masochists, low key, though, in a weird way.
It's like seems like you like it. Seems like you like the attention in a weird way, and you don't like the positive attention. You bypass it, and I don't know. I'm not even talking about a specific person. I've just seen it so much, and I'm like, Jesus, get over it.
Or like you're almost like looking for the hate comments, like in a weird way.
Yes.
Like where it becomes almost like you're obsessed with it. Like you're obsessed with getting hate comments, and you almost are obsessed with blasting it because you want the hate comments to come in.
But let us not get confused, because there's no more popcorn entertaining whenever an influencer puts on blast someone that's like, I love it.
Do you know what I love? One of my favorite things actually when they do this is when a creator, let's say they have posted a video, and like let's say it's a gay one, right? A gay one. And their comments are like homophobic, right? Okay. And so they go to the comment, they go to their profile, screenshot their profile and be like, this you? And they're the most inbred, beastly looking ass bitch. That's just pure entertainment. That I'm obsessed with. Obsessed. Baby, if you're gonna really go there,
do it more.
I need you to really take it there.
Make me laugh at least.
I beg. Because if you're gonna be obsessed with your haters, you need to do it in a way where it's like you're gonna really shred them.
Or just show equal love to your lovers, because that levels
even
out
commenting
the playing
back
field.
To your shit, dude. Like if you have comments, like them, comment them. Like be a creator that is like for their people.
Also,
right for your people.
Like, I hate when I see people. Their video may pop up and they get a lot of comments, and all they're doing is responding to the negative comments only. That's someone else is obsessed with their haters. Why are you not commenting back to anyone who left you a nice comment? I understand chewing a couple people up, but also you should be showing attention and love to the people that are putting all the support on your page. Like, hello, you're obsessed with your haters. So I hate that. That's another variation of being obsessed with your hater. When you go, because you know it always, when you comment on something, it brings the comment to the top, and I'm like, all these comments are this person battling haters, like, and then they have a ton of love on the video, but that they went and picked through
the hate only,
and I'm like, get off the internet.
That's another perfect version of that, what you just said,
right?
As your thing was literally like when they're commenting back only at the negative. It's a great example of what you're talking about, because it's like, girl, give a little comment, give a little love to the people that love the video.
Yes,
and
do
your
both.
Lovers,
do both,
baby. If you're gonna do both, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
for real.
I say for every shithead you comment back to, you have to comment to 10 lovers. Like if you want to read one hater to filth, then you have to show 10 lovers love. At least.
Exactly.
Minimal. Bare minimum.
Exactly.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Okay, so one of my cringy things, it literally feeding into the last one of the last episodes we did is I find it cringy when people wear ballerina flats.
Manny hates these motherfucking ballerina flats. Y'all gotta stop.
I also put specifically netted in the thing because I had never known a netted before. That traumatized me. But that's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what it is about a foot in a ballerina flat that shocks me.
I know.
What is it about it?
You know, I don't know. I love a ballerina flat.
I know you like a flat, so I'm like, what about it to me makes it look like it's like a little
Does it seem
donut.
like it's missing a heel?
It seems like it's missing like everything, a toe, a heel, like it just like the whole thing. It honestly reminds me of a sock, and I think that's probably why it looks so socky. Where I'm like, oh my god, is that gonna protect you from anything? It reminds me of back in the day when people would wear, and I fell into the trap of this too. I would put like moccasins on.
Love moccasins,
baby. I was a moccasin.
Was that cultural appropriation?
I don't know.
I still have my moccasins from college.
Like Toms.
I had Toms. Yeah. What was it? What was the brand? It started with an M, and they made moccasins, and everybody in Alabama wore Minnetonka. Minnetonka.
I had Toms.
I had Minnetonkas, and I wore the living shit out of them. So I kept my Minnetonka boots.
Just to have. See, do you remember like the one that's boots. Very like it was like a very specific kind where it's like kind of cut off like a moccasin. Like a Tom moccasin, where it's like it had the thing where they would smell like shit.
Oh, the Toms smell like shit.
The
Toms were nasty.
Because you would just wear them without socks. So
I wore Toms all the time without socks.
There's something about like that where it reminds me of like a ballerina where I'm kind of like, maybe because I'm just so past the Tom's life where I'm like, ugh, like it looks stinky.
The thing about a ballerina flat is that the foot stinks.
I know it.
You know the foot stinky.
It reminds me of the Tom. I was like, I know that shit smell. I know that foot stank.
I remember when girls would take because flats and like Toms and like those shoes were very popular around my high school time.
Me too.
They were a hit. Beyond. Everybody. And you could tell when someone slipped their foot off because I could smell it. It was a very distinct. It would smell like marijuana, kind of. It would have like a burny weed smell.
Laura, that makes me literally. It makes me sick. I can smell it. I can feel it in my stink foot.
Wet and greasy.
When you took it off in the car, nothing filled the car more than a Tom when you took it off.
Okay, well, stinky foot.
It's just sick. It makes me sick. I want to scream. The stinky feet. They remind me of moccasins, and I think that's now. I'm glad that we just made the correlation because I'm like, why do ballerina flats like really just freak me out like the way they do? It reminds me of a moccasin, and it brings me back to the stink of 2009.
The stink of 2009,
it's
baby.
Too
it has
real.
traveled.
It triggered me. I can feel it in my throat.
I cannot. I wore flip flops to school every single day.
So did I.
Did you? Rainbows. Me too.
Rainbows. If it wasn't a Tom, maybe I was in a rainbow, and it was the brown rainbow specifically.
Yes, absolutely.
With the blue jeans, like these
and your
blue
foot
jeans,
molded in.
A hoof.
The hoof.
Oh, and the bottom of that
rotten, caked. Oh yeah.
That black tar.
I wore wallabies. Did you guys do wallabies in California?
I think we did, but I just didn't have them.
I think you guys did do. And Sperry's. I wore rainbows.
For me, it was only rainbows, period.
Summer through spring rainbows. And then in the winter, I would do wallabies or Sperry's. Couldn't afford an UGG.
Yeah. But you would do a boot.
In college, Ty bought me my first pair of Uggs for Christmas, but it was his money, honey. They were like $200.
I was like, that was fierce.
I wore the soles off of them. Sure did. They were dark brown.
All the girls in my school, literally, it would be like
that's California.
A fug. Because not all of them were real, trust. So it would literally be like they would be wearing their rainbows in the beginning of the year, and then it would go transform into Uggs, fugs from fall, winter. That's just what it was.
In the South, you would do Sperry's or wallabies. I want another pair of wallabies, though.
From SoCal, you're right. I was like, that's probably a SoCal thing.
UGG, for sure. UGG is a surfer shoe. It's like a beach town surfer shoe.
That was probably why they're everywhere.
I love that. Fugs. There were no Uggs in my high school, but there were fugs. I just didn't have any. I'm getting another pair of wallabies. I need it. I need to bring that. I'm going to bring that back. Okay, my last one is a hard-hitting one, but it does piss me off, and I roll my eyes every time. It's whenever a really nasty, horrible situation happens, and no one should be talking about it, but because the internet's going to do what the internet does, people talk about it, but they're sneaky. They'll like talk about it in the way like, oh no, I'm so sad that this happened. No, you're trying to talk about it and spread news so you get a view and a click. It is not about you being sad. It is not about you sharing sympathy. It is about your views and your clicks off someone else's pain. And they disguise it in a lot of different ways.
Exactly
like they'll even do videos like talking about, I don't know,
I know what you mean. They're using a situation that's traumatic and horrible, and they're like, my sympathies, my condolences, let's all pray for them.
Yes.
But it's like you're using that as a guise
Now, why did we need that video?
You don't.
Now, why did we need to post that? You couldn't have said that little whisper at home. You had to make a TikTok.
It's pissing me off.
It just own it.
There was one video I saw recently about a situation that happened that was just absolutely horrific to another creator. And this person made a video that was so specific and so niche to that creator's trauma. And it genuinely angered me. I was actually mad, and that person that made that video, I blocked him.
See, it
Because of how
pisses me
mad
off.
that video, that it literally angered me where I was like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Where I literally blocked him. Because I was so mad. Because I'm like, how dare you piggyback off of someone's trauma
for your click and your view
clickbait.
for someone else's trauma. Like, when is there a level or
Is there a line?
Is there a fucking line? Because it's always crossed and it makes me so mad. It makes me wrong. I don't even care what you're saying. I don't care if you're trying to stick up or support. You're doing it for the click. Because the thing is, if a person's going through something so horrible, why don't we just let them breathe? Let them go through the fucking thing. Let them go. Like, why? They don't know you. They don't need to hear your, condolences.
They also don't care about your opinion about something.
Yes, exactly.
They're going through something traumatic. They don't give a fuck about your opinion.
And everybody wants to put their opinion in, not because they know their opinion matters, but because they know it's a hot topic and they will get the views and the clicks. Clout is a drug. Clout is a drug, and it makes people do really crazy things. And I think the thing that pisses me off about it the most is the fact that they disguise it in sympathy.
That's the part that's really gaggy.
That's the part, because it's like...
It's the sympathy, my condolences vibes. That's like, how
because you're disguising what you're actually doing. You're trying to disguise it, the intention. But we know because I've been on the internet. I know we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
I think even the audience knows. I think they're smart. Like, I just don't... I think that the audience and people watching, they've gotten so smart and so aware, and they realize things that are going on. And it's like, people will literally call out and be like, you're doing this for this reason. And
yes, they will.
Know.
Yes, they will.
They know. And I honestly, what's funny in the video I was talking about that I blocked the creator or like this person that did this, the comments are literally like, you're sick. And I was like, ugh. Like, I'm so glad that I wasn't just me that was thinking like, what a sick bitch.
Validated.
The comments are literally like, why the fuck would you upload this? And why would you even do this like during this time? And I was like, I'm so glad that I was valid. My feelings were almost validating that because all the comments are literally like, you're fucking sick and we know your intentions are.
Sick.
And I was like, oh.
Yes, call them out. Everybody wants to cancel everybody. Cancel that.
Cancel the bullshit.
Cancel that behavior.
Cancel someone trying to be
asses.
like, oh, this is just so horrible. Like, let's all write a letter. Like, I don't know. Like, they're just like, I can't. Because it is, I agree with you. It's
the way they
like,
try to disguise it in pity. And so I'm like, girl, you're the worst
one of
them all.
I'm all about intention too.
Yes, it is. It's all about intention.
Because like, baby, I know what you're doing, but if your intention is bad, I don't give a fuck. Like, your intention's bad.
The influencer has evolved, but the viewer has also evolved.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, influencers have evolved to like these things where they'll do these things, but the viewer is evolving with the influencer.
They're smart.
And they're getting smarter. They're getting smarter. They're catching on. They're becoming more aware. And I kind of think it's like conversations in the podcast that we had today that also makes people more aware. Because we're on the influencer side of it. And we're discussing why these things piss us off and what bothers us about them rather than just saying they piss us off. And I think it gives intel like behind the scenes of like what things really are.
I also like, because we are obviously influencers and creators, but we're viewers too. Like, we're both. So I think that to me, like, I'll obviously stick up for influencers a lot of the times, but when they're wrong, I'm like, babe, you're wrong. You're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you tried it. So it's like, I feel like I can like lean on both because I like to watch and I like to consume, but I like to obviously upload and create as well.
100%.
So it's like, I'll be on someone's side when they deserve to be on their side, but if they're not, then you're fucking wrong, and I don't care.
You're just fucking wrong.
Point blank.
Per the judges.
Per the judges. Per the judges. And you guys, that is it for today's episode. Hope you guys have fun. I actually loved a little spill sesh, hunty. I'm like this. I feel like I just watched Drag Race all over again. But thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys so much. Let us know if there's any like pet peeves that you guys might have or like little cringy things that people might do online.
Unless me and Manny do them.
Don't. Don't tell us.
Don't tell us.
I don't want to hear it.
But if it's something someone else does,
tell us. Like, we want to fucking hear the tea.
We want a dish. We want the tea.
But we do. We really do want to hear the tea. I'm really curious because these are just like some of our little ones that we have, like some light, some deeper. And I'm super curious if there's anything that you guys are like, bitch, yes. Or if you agree with some of the things that we said, like the run, don't walks, you better fucking tell me.
You better tell us.
You better tell us.
You better validate our feelings.
You better validate right now.
Uh-huh.
But thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you guys in next week's episode.
Bye.
Bye.
This summer, Pluto TV is exploding with thousands of free movies. Summer of Cinema is here. Feel the explosive action all summer long with movies like Gladiator, Mission Impossible, Beverly Hills Cop, Good Burger, and Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Bring the action with you and stream for free from all your favorite devices. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.